I've practiced selfishness for over 10 years now, and even though in our society, selfishness is seen as a bad thing, based on my experiences of practicing selfishness, I can definitively say to you that selfishness is actually a good thing that will not only help you change your life, but also help you change the lives of others. Crazy statement, I know, but by the end of this video, it won't sound crazy to you at all. So if you want to know how practicing selfishness is going to help you change your life and the lives of others, make sure to watch till the end. Now after that intro, I know you're definitely super confused on how selfishness could be a good thing. I mean, we're taught since we're young to be selfless, to try and help others, to give to others. And these are all great teachings, but they're missing something. And it's honestly unfortunate because the thing these teachings are missing is the secret to making these teachings work. Without the secret information I'm going to explain to you, following these teachings will oftentimes lead you to being taken advantage of. And man to man, I can give you a perfect example of this, bro. Because I know for a fact, you've heard of the phrase, nice guys finish last. I know for a fact that in dating, you've seen girls go for the bad boys or the selfish guys numerous times in your life. And if you don't understand this secret, every single time you see this play out in your brain, it's likely giving you a 404 error message saying what the fuck is going on here. Because to you, this just doesn't make any sense. And before I started practicing selfishness, this didn't make any sense for me either. For the majority of my life, I was the textbook nice guy, the textbook people pleaser. If you can tell by my channel already, I love helping people, and I've always been like this. But unfortunately, I found myself being taken advantage of time and time again. People would always start to see me as the nice guy and start taking advantage of my niceness, even if they didn't realize it. This would continually lead me to feeling like I was being taken advantage of. And honestly, for a while, I started to feel like if I was being nice to people, they would eventually abuse my niceness for their own personal gain. So what did I do? I started to go in the opposite direction. I started to practice selfishness. And that is when I realized the first secret. But before we talk about the first secret, if you have any brief questions, put them in the comments below. And if you're really serious and you want me to personally help you out with any issues you may be having in your life, sign up for one-on-one coaching with me. Also, make sure to download my free ebook that I made to specifically help you navigate and understand the 10 secret stages of success you'll 100% be going through on the way to achieving your goals and achieving your dreams. You can find the links to both of these in the description and the pinned comments down below. This secret that I discovered is that when you consistently practice selfishness over time, you begin to fill your own cup. For a lot of you watching this who are likely chronic people pleasers, this one practice of filling your own cup could change your life, because it honestly changed mine. By filling your own cup first, before others, you begin to love yourself. You begin to value yourself. You begin to meet your own needs. And because of this, you begin to feel happier and you start to respect yourself. And the best thing about all of this is because since you've been practicing selfishness and you've been experiencing a newfound sense of self, you now feel better internally about yourself. And people will notice this. Because you respect yourself more, people will start to respect you more. They'll start to value you more, and they'll start to love you more. When this started happening to me, something shifted, because I started to realize that being selfish was just about valuing myself by putting myself first. It wasn't about me being mean or arrogant or evil at all. It was about me validating myself instead of seeking that validation from others. It was about surrounding myself with things that I want to be surrounded by and that brings me joy instead of trying to bring joy to others. And surrounding myself with things that aren't even good for me. The act of filling my own cup became an upward positive loop for me. The more I did it, the better I felt. And the funny thing is, the better I felt, the better I could do the second insane secret I learned from practicing selfishness. This secret was that because I was feeling so good about myself by filling my own cup, I automatically began to fill other people's cups without even trying. There's a quote that says, hurt people, which is very true. But on the opposite end, happy people make other people happy. And that's exactly what you're going to start doing when you begin to consistently fill your own cup. Over the course of time that I've been practicing selfishness, I've had dozens of people tell me how good my energy is, how calm I make them feel, and how I literally make them feel better. Yet I don't even do anything from my perspective. I say this not to brag, but to say that if you start practicing selfishness, the very same thing was going to happen to you. Before I practiced selfishness, my passion was helping people. Yet no matter how many times I tried to help someone, I'd eventually start to feel taken advantage of and drained. Fast forward 10 years of practicing selfishness, my passion is still helping people, yet now I don't even try to help people. It just happens automatically. And I honestly can't even remember the last time I felt drained or someone tried to take advantage of me. Why is this? Why do I no longer feel drained, and why do people no longer try and take advantage of me? Well, it's because of what the third insane secret of practicing selfishness has allowed me to do and will allow you to do. This secret is that now when I give to people, instead of coming from a place of weakness and scarcity, I come from a place of strength. I come from this place because when you continually invest in yourself, you naturally start to value yourself more. Think about anything in your life that you have chosen to put hundreds or even thousands of hours into. That is something you value. That is something you take pride in. And I can guarantee if someone were to try and disrespect that thing, you would not let that slide. Well, what if you put thousands or tens of thousands of hours into you? How do you think you'd feel about yourself? How do you think you'd feel if someone were to disrespect you after putting in the work for years to become who you are? You wouldn't like it, and you would not let it slide because you love yourself and you respect yourself. And if that person kept disrespecting you, even after you let them know that you didn't like it, they'd be gone from your life. That is why when you practice selfishness consistently, you start to come from a place of strength and you easily set boundaries with others. It's this ability to set boundaries and state your desires that will make you feel strong and make others respect you. And that's just the tip of the iceberg of things I've learned from practicing selfishness. So if these 3 secrets weren't enough, make sure to check out this video next, where I go over 5 more reasons on why being more selfish will change your life.